Resilience. Is there a formula for that? I think so. How do I know it? Well, for me, it was because I granted a deathbed wish that, quite frankly, I thought was going to be easy. And it turns out I needed to learn the power of resilience. You see, my sister asked me to take care of Larry. Of course I would take care of Larry. Larry had been her perfectly healthy partner for 20 years, and he loved her, we loved him. I thought she meant keep him in the family, take him out for dinner, take him on vacation with you. But it turns out Cindy had cosmic insider information that she did not share with me. And to be perfectly honest with you, once in a while I would curse her. Cindy, what did you do to me? Because you see, several years later, perfectly healthy Larry was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And we pretended for a while that everything would be okay, but then we had that day, that one crystal clear day. And on that day, I had taken Larry to the grocery store and a doctor's appointment and brought him home. Cindy and Larry had bought this house where they could only get in and out by going up and down a flight of stairs. And unbeknownst to me, Larry had been going up and down those stairs on his bum for weeks. So he told me to stand at the bottom of the stairs, and while I watched him go up, I could see that at the top of the stairs, he had placed an office chair with wheels on it, and I knew that he had been using that to get around the house. So I'm watching him go up, and as he gets to the top, he pulls himself up at the door handle, getting ready to get on the chair. But on this day, he only gets about 12 inches in the air, and boom, he falls to the ground. And I drop the groceries, run to the top of the stairs and say, okay, we can fix this. I put my arms underneath him and I say, all right, I'm going to lift you. You pull on the door and then I'll finagle that chair with my foot, right? I can do that. So I'm lifting, he's pulling, I'm foot finagling, and I actually get that chair under his bum about this much. And then I think you know what happens. That chair takes off and goes through the kitchen, the dining room, the living room. Oh my God, we are laughing so hard. And he says, you know, I always did want to do that to somebody else. He says, look, I'm just going to crawl to the couch. It's much sturdier, engineer. You help me get up and we can go from there. So I bivouac with Larry because I'm going to support him. And we get there and boom, we do it. Touchdown, yay, high five, we're so excited. But then it's crystal clear. We have just gotten to the trailhead of a really long, hard hike. And every single victory is going to be marked by our resilience. And I don't want to do it. I'm not ready. I don't want to take care of Larry. But Larry is this amazing guide on the road to resilience. So he teaches me the formula in spite of me. And the first thing he teaches me is persistence. He just persists. He is going to find a solution to every problem. Like, for example, one day he calls me and he says, I need you to bring me a board with a handle and a box of baby powder. And I'm like, okay, I get there. And he says, look, shake the baby powder onto the board, slide it under my hospital gown, and then I can slide to the end of it, throw my legs over the edge of the bed, and you can help me get dressed. And I'm sprinkling, and I'm thinking, this is genius. We've really been struggling with getting dressed. And then I realize I'm going to have to slide this board under his bum where there is nothing else but that hospital gown. And I'm getting a little nervous because I don't want anything to stick or get hurt. And then I'm getting exuberant. And then we end up with baby powder everywhere. And Larry says, stop. We look like two cocaine dealers in a snowstorm. Maybe we'll try something different next time. Persistence. The next thing he teaches me is ask for help. Not Larry. He's always asking me for help. He's got no problem with that. I'm the problem. See, I'm a caregiver. We think we know everything. We can solve everything. But he teaches me that I've got to learn to ask for help. In fact, he teaches me a lot of things, one of which is he teaches me how to fix his beautiful Cadillac of wheelchairs. Just little adjustments, because if that thing goes down, and it does, he is in bed for days, maybe weeks, while we wait for a repairman. So he calls me one day and he says, pull that plug on the industrial battery. And he says, look, this is the female part, this is the male part. The female part is broken. You've got to get that fixed. And so karmically, I noticed that we had an industrial battery manufacturer in our small town. So I drive over there. I say to the guy when I walk in, look, I really need your help. And he says, of course, what can I do for you? And I say to him, my female parts are broken. Larry really wished he'd seen that transaction. And we laughed. Oh my God, we laughed. So it was persistence plus help. And then that third thing, the power of laughter. Honestly, it is so critical and so important. I truly believe that persistence plus help to the power of laughter is just like E equals MC squared. I have no idea what that means. I do think Einstein, though, found something in nature that he figured out how it works. And that's what Larry taught me. This is how resilience works. And I really think that maybe my sister's parting words to him were, before you come see me, teach Cathy resilience. She's gonna need it.